I switched my career from being an interior designer to an interior design coach. I wanted to come here and tell you my experience around it because there were many reasons why I wanted to focus on this. Because first of all, I kind of noticed that every time I went on Instagram, once I started posting more and I started getting active on Instagram, every time that I see someone following me, they are designers. And it's because we are like curious to see what other designers are doing. Okay, this is Sophie's hair in my eye. Yeah, so we're always curious to see what other designers are doing and how are they running their business and what they're doing, and then we compare ourselves against them. This is just market research. Something occurred in my head then. I was like, what if this is my target market? What if I move my target market from interior design clients to interior designers? And that was an interesting move because not a lot of people were actually targeting designers. There are like podcasts that you could listen to. I don't recall anyone doing exactly the same thing as I did, which is like targeting interior designers. Maybe I missed someone, so I'm not saying I'm the first, but you know, I was one of the first people who did this. I started sharing tips with other designers instead of clients. This is why it's very important when you are following anyone to understand who their target market is. So for me, it's my target market is actually interior designers. I want to be of help to interior designers. That's my purpose. I became the account that I wished for when I was in the beginning of my career and my freelancing career. And it's very important that you kind of understand who your target market is. What does that mean for me really? First of all, I had to struggle with I still am struggling with a lot of new notions with the whole identity thing because I studied interior design. I had to switch up my researching. Sophie's hair is in my... I think I swallowed the hair of Sophie. Hi, Sophie. So now my research focused, instead of on the trends and things like that, it started being on the business side of things, and I started kind of straying away from taking projects, and that made me feel like an imposter because I'm no longer in the sphere. I had enough projects for me to be able to teach, but I am no longer in that headspace, or I'm no longer designing. It took a lot of adjusting and rewiring my brain, and also like talking to my life coach who made me understand that even with football, the coaches are not the players. They are coaching the players. They can see something from outside, from the bigger point of view, and that's what I focused on. And now I am focused on the business of interior designers and understanding how I can be of help to them. I listen to what they have to say. I try to tell them what happened from my point of view, from my experience, but I also encourage them to go through their own paths. Yeah, it's actually really interesting shift. Do I miss designing? I don't have a yes or no, because I had experiences where like the client was a dream and everything flew very nicely, and I had very traumatizing experiences as well. So dealing with designers is, to me, it's much more enjoyable than dealing with clients. And of course, like there are like good and bad people in every single industry. I'm not saying like all clients are bad. It comes to me a lot more intuitively when I am working with a designer than if I was working with a client. And also, if you knew this about me, I became a teaching assistant in my university a few years after I graduated. So that also helped me kind of shape the entire career that I have right now. So I don't know. If anything I want to say about this is that, first of all, don't care about what people say or, expect you to do. If you see an opportunity in one space, maybe you can pursue that opportunity. It can be super niche or it can be super wide, and I intend to be even more focused around interior designers rather than clients. And if I take a project, it's gonna be because I love that project. It's not gonna be because this is the only way I can make money. Now you might have questions about this, like how are you making money as an interior design coach? First of all, yeah, the coaching packages. So I sell the coaching packages. If you're interested, I'll leave a link down in the description. But also I sell like digital products that help interior designers. I have a book that I made, which is the Interior Design Styles, and I also have a course that I newly launched. It's called Pricing Simplified for Interior Designers. So it became kind of like my whole identity now is serving other designers. It also means that it's like less promoting other brands, because furniture brands in the beginning, they were really interested in working with me, and it's no longer the case. So it's all good. I'm working with amazing brands. I'm working with Apple, I'm working with Pinterest, and I'm so grateful for where I am right now. I will always feel like something is missing because I'm trained to be an interior designer, and I still I don't think that chapter of my life is completely shut. But right now, pursuing the passion that feels natural to me, which is coaching, is what I want. I don't know if anyone cares about this story at all. It's just, I personally find it fascinating that I moved so dramatically. To be completely honest with you, sometimes when I'm scrolling on Instagram and I see someone designing a room, I have this tinge of oh, well, you are missing out, you're not creating a portfolio. But what if that's not my destiny? What if it's something different? And I'm open to having life experience that is fulfilling rather than expected of me, or rather than what I'm expected to do. The expectations can be from me or from somebody else. So I hope this helps you. You can shape whatever journey you want to do. Do not limit yourself because you think that this is the path that you should go on. It's always interesting to pursue what life throws at you. Sometimes it's really interesting to see what life has for you in a place where you pull, you're being pulled towards, if that makes sense. What do you think about the story? Is this a kind of video that you want to see? I don't know if this YouTube channel is going to be revived. I haven't been on it for a long time. That's another story for another day. I don't want to talk about it, honestly, until I'm more consistent. Then we can talk about it. But I hope to be more consistent because I miss YouTube. Always loved YouTube. Never stopped watching YouTube. So I hope you'll accept me back. Thank you so much for being here. If you're still here, I hope you have a lovely time of the day wherever you're on the world. Bye.